Hi guys, welcome you all in second session of hashing. So, as of now, what we have done, we have just covered the basics of hashing. So, what we have covered in that, what we have covered in that we have understood how we create hash maps, right? How we create that, and we have understood the pictorial representation of that. Okay, and also we have understood the different functions which we have in hash maps. Okay, and at last we have done one problem as well using that hash map. Okay, so in today's session the thing is you have to go to the previous one because it will be interlinked. Okay, so let's do one problem in the starting, and after that we will start. So what we have, the question number 2. So we a array is given an array A, given an array A. Okay, and what we have to do is you have to find the first non repeating element. You have to, okay, let's not write like that. Find first non repeating element. So what does that mean? What does that mean? So let's have some examples. Let's have some examples. So let's create one array, mm, something like this. We have one array here. Let's have one, okay, let's have 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 9, 9, 8, 6. So here, see guys, these elements, these are repeating elements, right? These are repeating elements. And these elements as well, these elements as well are repeating, right? Right? One is repeating, two is repeating, and the nine is also repeating. So we have basically these three elements which are not repeating. Okay, okay, understood? Understood? So if you have understood that, then you have to give us the first non repeating element. You have to give us the first non repeating element. So here in this case, the answer will be 4. Yeah, hi everyone. Hi everyone. The answer will be 4, right? The answer will be 4. So how we can achieve this? How we can achieve this? So if you have not understood the example, let's take another example as well. Let's take another example as well. So suppose we have some elements like 8, 9, 19, 8, 4, 2. After that, we have 19, something like this. Suppose this is another array. This is another array. Here again, if we will see, 8 is repeating twice, right? 8 is repeating twice. And as we can see, 19 is also repeating. 19 is also repeating. So the elements which are not repeating are 9, 4, 2, right? Right? And you have to get the first one. So this will be the output. So this will be the output. So the output in this case will be 9, right? So the output in this case will be 9. So if that is the case, let's go ahead. So how we can achieve this? Think guys, how we can achieve this. So if you guys are watching this video, pause it here and think for a moment. Think for a moment. Okay. So what we can do is, let's move it little bit on the top. So what we can do is, let's discuss the approach. Let's discuss the approach. Can we do one thing? Can we do one thing that can we create a frequency map? Can we create a frequency map? And if we will create a frequency map, then what we will do, we will iterate in that array. We will iterate in that array. We will go from here, like go, 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 go. We will see first element 4, and we will check in the frequency map that how many times that has occurred. We have created frequency map in the last class. So how to create a frequency map, if you want to understand that, then go and see the previous video. Okay? Okay? And if you know how to create a frequency map, then what we will do? We will first, let's write it as well. Let's write it as well. First, create a frequency map. First, create a frequency map. So what will that do? What will that do? Let's take the example, any example. Okay? Let's take this one. Copy. Let's put it here. Seems okay. So if we will create a frequency map, so what will happen? So what will happen? We will have something like this, and in this, we will have something like 1 that is appearing twice, right? After that we have 2. 2 is also appearing twice. After that we have 4 that is appearing once. After that we have 9 that is appearing twice. After that we have 8 that is appearing once. And after that we have 6 that is appearing once, right? Okay. So, okay, we know how to create a frequency map. We have done that. We have done that. Understood. Understood. So what will be the next point? What will be the next point? The next point will be, we will iterate in this array. We will iterate in this array. And what we will do? Iterate, we will iterate in this array. Let's iterate. Iterate in the given array. In the given array, right? And what we will do? What we will do? We will check. We will check the frequency of each element. For 1, we will check the frequency. It is 2. For 2, we will check the frequency. It is 2. And when we will get the frequency as 1, when we will get the frequency as 1, we will return that particular key, or we will return that particular element, right? So we will check the frequency corresponding to each element, corresponding to each element. For the first one, for the, see, I'm writing in caps, for the very first one, if frequency comes as 1, we will just, we can write return that. Return that. That will work, right? That will work. So how that will work? Let's do the dry run. So iterating in this array, iterating in this array. So for 1, we are checking the frequency. The frequency is 2. Okay, that's okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. For 2, the frequency is 2. Okay, okay. Don't do anything. Move ahead. Again, we are getting 1. For this also, frequency is 2. Okay, leave it. Leave it. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Again, we are getting 2. For 2, the frequency is 2. Okay, leave it. Move ahead. Now for 4, for this particular 4, the frequency is 1. So return that particular 4. Okay. Understood. Understood. Very simple. Very simple. So if you have understood this, so I have one homework for you. I have one homework for you. You have to you have to code it down, paste in the comment. Paste in the comment. After the class, not now. Paste in the comment after the class, not now. Okay. Understood. Understood. So we have done two problems on HashMap, right? Now let's discuss. So what today we are going to discuss is, as already mentioned in the description, but I will tell you. So we will discuss HashMap, it is done. We will discuss HashSet and some problems on HashMap, HashMap, and HashSet. Okay. So this is the plan. This is the plan. Okay. So now we have discussed some problems on HashMap. We will do more problems, don't worry. But let's discuss what is HashSet. What is HashSet? So, hmm, what is HashSet? So, why this is coming like this? Okay, just a second. So in HashSet, what we okay. So what was HashMap, guys? What was HashMap? So in HashMap, we had we had key and value, right? We had key and value corresponding to that, right. So how we store some data in HashMap? We have something called some table like this, and we have some key and we have some value for that. We have some key and we have some value for that. Something like this. So suppose if we just want to store the key, suppose we don't want to store this value. If we don't want to store this value, if we want to store only the key, suppose if we want to store only the key. So if that is the case, so we will call that as hash set. We will call that as hash set. So there is one more thing, guys. Like if you don't want to use hash set, so what we can do is we can use the hash map only, and in the hash map, what you can do is you can store the keys like k1 and k2, and for those you can store values as null. Yeah, I understand that will definitely waste some memory, but that is one alternative way of not using hash set. Like you can solve the same problem of hash set using hash map with this configuration, So just I want to let you know, guys. Okay. So you told that in hash map we just have keys. In hash map we just have keys. So can you give some example for us? Can you give us some example for us? Like similarly, like what we had done, we had in HashMap, we had learned the syntax of that first, right. So once we learned the syntax, after that we put some values on those HashMap. After that, we printed those values. After that, we put some more values. We right. So we did different operations on that. Like we learned different functions regarding hash map. So now what we will do, we will learn same thing for hash set. Let's go to the IDE. So if the ID is visible clearly, can you guys please put Y in the chat? So this is demo of hash set. This is the first line. Okay. So, so now what we have to do? Now what we have to do? See guys, we have to insert all these elements 10, 20, 30, 40, 30, 10, 20, 50, 20. You have to insert these elements, okay? We have to insert these elements. So there is in hash set, there is one thing to be noted. All the keys are unique. All the keys are unique. That means that the same key will not be come in the hash set again, right? Okay. Okay. So if that is the case, let's write some code on that. Let's write some code on that. So insert all these elements. We have to insert these elements. So this is how we create a hash set. So we can do this again. Let's remove that. So where is my huh, hash set? We will have to, yeah. So we have to write the type of the key. The type of the key. Okay. After that, the name of that hash set. So let's name it as my set. Okay. Okay. After that, we have to write new hash set, something like this, right? So this is how we initialize a hash set. Similarly, this is the name of the hash set. This is the data type of the keys, and this is the this totally is the syntax how we define a hash set. Understood? Done. Simple, very simple. So now what you have to do? How to add any element in the hash set. So how we can do that? So we can use the name of our hash set is my set, right? Dot, if you want to add something, we can add. So here we have created a problem statement, right? We have to add these elements 10, 20, 30, 40 like this, right? So let's add it 10. Okay. So now let's change the values. Let's change the values. So what we have done, guys, what we have done, we have added we have added some elements into the hash set. And as you can see, 10 is getting added twice. 10 is getting added twice. And similarly, 20 is also getting added twice. But when we will see in the hash set, as we have studied, it should come only once. It should come only once, right? Okay, okay. So, yeah. So this is how we add elements into a hash set. Okay. So how to print similar. What we will do, we will write my set dot, we'll write my set dot. How to do that? Tell me how to do that. if we have to print the whole, like we can print it in two ways, right? By using for loop, or we can print it directly like system dot out dot println. In that we will have my set. So if we will print it, if we will print this, so we will get the values. And we have to see, see, when we are adding the values, when we are adding the values, it is not coming twice. Like the elements are unique. The elements are unique, right? So, but there is one thing to be noted. What is that? There is no proper order in which these elements get added. We have added 10 first, but it came at the third place. Similarly, we have added 20 at the second place, but it came at the first place. So this is to be noted that the order is not mandatory. Okay. So we have learned two things, actually three things. How to write a hash set, how to add elements into a hash set, how to print a hash set. And in a hash set, the elements are unique. The keys are unique. Okay. This is the similar case which we have in HashMap. So there is another way to print hash set using loop. So what we can do? We can use for each loop. So for int element of that my set, what we can do? We can use this. So if we will print this, let's run it and let's comment this out. Or let it be. So if we are printing it using for each loop here, so what we are getting, guys? What we are getting? The same values we are getting, right? It is 20, it is 40, 10, 30, right? Right? So we have learned two ways to print a hash set. One, by directly using SOP set name, that was my set. Another one using a for each loop. Understood. So these are the different methods. Just you have to remember these. And after that, we will do one very fantastic problem in the end. A very nice problem. So let's go ahead. What is the third thing? How to check if element is available in set. This we have learned for HashMap as well, right? This we have learned for HashMap as well. So something is written, some behavior or something. I don't know what is that. Let's write that first. Let's bring it down. Let's take this. That is okay. Or let's take it actually. Where is it? Yeah. So my set dot, what is it? It is contains. It is not contain, it is contains. So what we are trying to check, as we have now, we have 20, 20, 40, 10, and 30 in the hash set. So let's check that is 10 available or not. And let's check one element which is, we know that that is available. So what will be the output? Let's check that. And let's check for one element which is not available. Okay. So let's run it. So when we will run it, what we will see? If the value is available, in the hash set, so we are getting true for that. And if that value is not available, we are getting false for that, right? So this is the behavior written. We get true if element is available, and similarly we get false if that element is not available. Simple, very simple. Let's go ahead. So now we have to see how to remove alien element. Okay, so Let's do one thing. Let's print my set so that we can feel the difference. After that, we have to remove some element out of it. Remove. And we have to remove, suppose we have the elements which we have are 20, 40, 10, 30. Okay. Let's remove 20. And after that, what this will do, let's see. And let's remove one element which is not there. Okay. One element which is not there. And print the, let's print the hash set as well after that. Done, done. Let's run it out. Let's run it the code. Okay. What happens? See. So initially, the elements which were present were 20, 40, 10, 30, right? These were the elements. In line number 73 is printed here. And we have removed 20 and 200. So if 20 was present in the hash set, so it returned true. And if that was not present, it returned false. And when we have printed it after removing some element, it got removed from that particular hash set. Okay, so now if we want to check that a element is present in a hash set or not, so what we can do? We can use this method, right? We can use this method. Okay, understood, understood, understood. So the last point is size of a hash set. So this is simple. This is simple. Let's copy this. What is the size as of now, guys? It is 3, right? So my set dot size. If we will do that, it will give us the size of the hash set. It is 3. Okay, done. So we have learned many things, right? So what we have learned, let's recap once. Let's recap once. So the first one was how to initialize a hash set. Done, done. How to add elements into a hash set. Done. Only unique elements get added. Okay. How to print. So there were two ways to print a hash set, using a for each loop. We cannot, one more thing. We cannot use our standard for here. We can use that, but that is, I will tell you, there is no significance of using that. I will tell you later. Because, see, if we put the elements in some order, we will not get those elements in that particular order. So there is no significance of using that I. So we can definitely use this for each. Okay, done. So two ways of printing hash set, done. And after that, how to check that a particular element is in a hash set or not? Using my set dot contains. If that is present, then it returns true. If that is not present, it returns false. Okay. How to remove an element? Use dot remove. If that is present in the hash set, it will remove the element and it will return true. If that is not present in the hash set, it will return false. Size, for size, we use dot size. Done. Done. So we are done with the theory. Now we will do some problems. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. So let's go back to the this. So let's try to solve one problem. A very good question, guys. A very good question. So you have done this already. You have done this already in the basics class. Like the basics class, the DSA MISC playlist. In that you have done these questions in arrays. Target sum pair. So what is the problem? What is the problem? The problem is We are given a array. Given a array. And what is that called? That array is called A. Okay. We have to find if there exists a pair of elements in that array. mm, Find a pair of yeah, find a pair of elements in that array such that this is important. A of I plus A of I plus A of j should be equal to k, and I should not be equal to j. That means both should not be the same elements. Okay. Okay, so this question we have already done, Akash. So how we have done that earlier, I can explain you that. This is the method one. Method one is the one which we have discussed already. This is the method one. So let's discuss that. Let's discuss that. Or we can directly use some. Suppose we have 8, 9, minus 1, 2, 4, 5, 11, minus 6, 4, 1. Okay. So this is the array. This is the array, guys. This is the array. And the indices are 0, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. These are the indices. And suppose here the k value is the k. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. So what we have? We have k is equal to, suppose a 6. Now what you have to do is you have to get such I and j so that the sum should be 6. Okay. 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 So how we can do that? As of now, we can see. That we have. Let's create one. What is that called? The box as well, so that we can understand which is the array. Okay. Yeah. This is the array. Huh. So here, see, these two values are getting summed up to 6, right? These two values are getting summed up to 6. So, so what we have to do? Let's not find. We can return I and j. We have to return the index. Or let's change the question as of now. Find a pair of elements in that. Find, yeah, that. Okay, we have to add something. Just a second. So there's one more thing. If a pair exists, you have to return true. And if not, you have to return false. So this we will do. We will not return the pairs as of now. I will tell you why. I will tell you the reason. So if you are getting I and j here, now let's continue on the question. If you are getting I and j here, so you will return true for this case. You will return true for this case, right? Right? Yes, yes. So let's take any other example. Let's take any other example. So for this, we will return true. For this, we will return true. Let's take some value k as 22. Okay. So let's check. Mm, the highest two values here are 9 and 11, and the sum is 20, and which is not equal to that. So it will return false. It will return false, right? So for this, we will get, let's check for k is equal to something called 8. For k is equal to 8, okay, we have these two values, right? When we will try to sum up 9 plus minus 1, this will be summed up as 8. Right? Right? So if that is the case, then it will return true. So yeah, now Akash, we have understood the problem. So if we will get such two pairs, then what we will do? We will return true. If we will not get, then we will return false. Understood. Understood the problem. Understood the problem. So if you have understood the problem, and this we have discussed earlier as well, guys, this we have discussed earlier as well. So what was the approach? What was the approach? So what we were trying to do is, we will make it as I, okay? And after that, we will make it as J, okay? And suppose the name of the array is ARR, we will check ARR I plus ARR of J is equal to K. Uh, another one. If yes, if yes, return true. If no, return false. So this is I, this is J. We will check for this. We will check for this. Like the the value at ith place is 8 and this is 9. So for this 8 plus 9, and let's take k as the k value as 6. Okay, 6. So for 8 plus 9, it is 17. That is not equal. That is not equal. But in this way, you will get confused. In this way, you will get confused. Mm, okay. So let's remove this as of now. Let's remove this as of now. I will explain you why. I will explain you why. Don't worry. Just give me some time. So now what we will do? Now what we will do? If the sum is not equal to 6, so now we will take this and move it here. Okay. We will take this and move it here. So what we have done? We have created two loops. I know you will understand this. We have created two loops and we have made I, we have kept the I at the first place and we are increasing J one by one. And initially we have kept J as, I plus one, right? Because we can't take two same numbers. Okay. So now we will take this and this. So we will take 8 plus, okay, I'm sorry. We will take 8 plus minus 1. This will give 7. This is also not equal. So if we don't have the equal value, so what you have to do? You have to go ahead and check. So we will increment j again. So if we have incremented j again, okay, if we have incremented j again, so now we will check I plus j value 8 plus 2, 8 plus 2. So 8 plus 2, it is 10, which is not equal to 6. So increment j again, increment j again. Guys, don't worry. If you are not getting this, then go to the arrays class and you will see this problem. We have solved it there. We have incremented j again. Check 8 plus 4, 8 plus 4, 12. Again, not equal. Increment it. Check. 8 plus 5, 13, that is not equal to 6. Okay. 8 plus 11, that is 19, not equal to 6. Increment, increment, increment. See, still that is not equal to that. So we have started the J loop from I plus 1 and went till the end. We didn't get anything. So now we will increment I. We will increment I. So if that is the case, so take this I and take it here. And we will again start this from here. So I will be 2 and j will start from I plus 1. So it will, sorry, I will be 1 and j will start from, just a second. Hmm. Yeah, okay. So I will be 1 and j will start from I plus 1, that is 2. Check 9 plus minus 1, 8. Okay, not equal. So if not equal, let's move ahead. 9 plus 2, 7. Not equal. 9 plus 4, not equal. Not equal. Not equal, not equal, not equal, not equal. So till this point, that is not equal. So again increment I, again increment I. So if we have incremented the I, so again j will start from I plus 1. I is I is 2. So j will start from 2 plus 1, that is 3. Right? Right? So not equal, not equal, not equal, not equal, not equal. Similarly, we will come here. I plus j is not equal to that. Again, I will get incremented. Again, I will get incremented. Now we will get our solution, guys. Now we will get our solution. So, so I is incremented and j will start from I plus 1. So we'll check I plus j, and that is 2 plus 4. That is 6. And okay, we have got the value. If we have got the value, we will return true. And when we will return false, when we will return false, when we will return false, when if this I has reached this point and this j has reached this point, and still we have not found this thing, still we have not found this thing, so at last we will return false. We have done this, you can check that in the arrays playlist. So this was the brute force approach by which we have solved it. Okay. So why, but Akash, why we are discussing this here? Because we can solve this similar problem using hash set. We can solve this similar problem using hash set. So how we can do that? How we can do that, Akash? Will it be uh optimized? Will it be optimized? Yes, yes, that will be optimized. So, mm, so what we will do, let's pay so much attention, guys, because this is little tricky. You have just studied hash map, so you should understand this. You should understand this. So let's create one array. We have similar 8 9 minus 1 2 4. 8 9 minus 1. This is method 2. So method 1, for method 1 I have not discussed the code because we have done that already. 8 9 minus 1, 2 4 5 11, 2 4 5 11, and after that minus 6 4 1. Okay, done with this. Let's create the array so that it should look little better. Looking nice, looking nice. Okay, let's give the indexes as well. Okay, okay. Now let's take k as 18. Let's take k as 18. So if k is 18, so Please pay so much attention. Please pay so much attention. In this solution, we are going to use hash set in this solution, and this is our hash set. Okay. Okay. uh, yeah, this is our hash set. Okay, so how we will start? How we will start? We have a of I. We have a of I, and we have something called x. We have something called x. So what we will do? What we will do? So we will start. We will start. Mm, so when we will start, we will just put the first element into the hash set. How we put the element into the hash set? How we put the element into the hash set? We have just discussed that. We have just discussed that. How we put an element into a hash set, right? Right? Dot add. Dot add. So we will, by not seeing anything, we will put the first element into the hash set. Done. Done. Akash, done. Done. Done that. Okay. Okay. Now we will start our loop from the second element. From the second element. So this is our second element. Okay. And what is this x? What is this x? This x is nothing k minus a of I. This is x. Like, what value we want for corresponding 9? So we want sum as 18. So if we want sum as 18 and our current element is 9, so we want 18 minus 9, that is 9. Only then this sum will be, that our condition will be fulfilled, right? Only then our condition will be fulfilled. So we want x as 9. So if we want that, so what is x? We will write it on the top. We will write it on the top. Like this is x is a k minus a of I. So we want x as 9. We will check in the hash set. We will check in the hash set that do we have 9 in the hash set? How we will check that? How we will check that? We have just learned something. We have just learned something called this dot contains, right? So in this way, using this, we can check that that particular element is present in the hash set or not, right? Right? So if it is, that is the case, so we will check that is the 9 present in the hash set or not. No, that is not present. Now please pay so much attention. If this is not present, then put this particular element into the hash set. If x is not present in the hash set, then put the element into the hash set. Done, 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 done. So initially we were pointing here. Initially we were pointing here. Now this is done. We didn't get our desired output. So this point will come here. And how we are incrementing our point? Using the for loop. Using the for loop. So now the value will be a of I is -1. If a of I is -1, so it will be something like, uh to get the sum as 18, we need 19 here, right? So how x is k minus a of I, right? So the k value is 18 minus a of I means -1. So it will be 18 plus 1, so 19. So this is simple, guys. Don't get confused. So what we want, We want the sum as this from any two elements of the array. So for -1, if we will get 19, then the sum will be 18, right? We will check, is 19 present in the hash set? No, that is not present. If that is not present, then put this -1 into the hash set. Then put this -1 into the hash set. Okay, done, done. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. We will increment the counter. Now we will check for 2. For 2, if this is 2, to get the sum as 18, we need 16. Is 16 present in the hash set? No. If 16 is not present in the hash set, put 2 in the hash set. Put 2 in the hash set. Now we are okay with this, Akash. You don't have to, but we will go till the end. Increment the count for 4 check. For 4 to sum to be 18, we need 14. Is 14 in the hash set? No. So put this value in here. So if that is done, let's go ahead, move ahead. If we will move ahead, now we will check. We will check for 5. For 5, we need x as it will be 13. So is 13 present in the hash set? No. So put this 5 in the hash set. Done. Increment the count. Increment the count. For 6. For 6. Okay. For 6, we need 12. Is 12 present? No. If not present, put 6 in the hash set. Done. Similarly, for -6, we need a 24. 24 is not present. Put this in hash set. For 4, for 4, we need 14. We don't have 14 in the hash set. So put 4 again. But 4 is already present. So ignore. Or we can write here already present. Already present. Okay. Okay. And at last we have 1. And for 1 we need 17. 17 is not present. So put this 1 also in the hash set. So now increment that again. So this pointer, okay, this pointer will come at last here, right? It will come outside. And if that pointer is coming outside and we are not getting our sum k, so what we will do? So in that case, we will return, we will return, we will return false. Will return false. That means we didn't got any pair whose sum was 18. Understood, understood. So you told this for 1. Can you tell one such number for that we will get some pair? Let's do that as well. Let's do that as well. Let's take this. Let's move it down. Yeah. So hmm. This time we will do little fast. This time we will do little fast. Okay. So this is the hash set, guys, and this is a of I. This is a of I. This is x. This is x. This is x. Okay. Let's bring it. Hmm. So example 2. Okay. So let's take k as, 6. K as 6. Start. Put this element in the hash set in the starting. Done. Done. So initially a of I is 9, a of I is 9, the pointer is here, okay, the pointer is here, a of I is 9. Then yeah, then we will check x will be something like what was what was x was a sorry, x was something called k minus a of I, right? So k 6 minus 9, so it will be minus 3. So is minus 3 present in the hash set? No. So put this in the hash set. Done. Go ahead. For minus 1, for minus 1, check uh, k minus a of I, 6 minus, so 7. Is 7 present in the hash set? No. So put minus 1. Done, done. Here, check. For 2, for 2, for 2 we need 4. Is 4 present in the hash set? No. Put it here. Done. Go ahead. For 4, for 4 we need 2. For 4 we need 2. So when for 4 we need 2. Is 2 present in the hash set? Okay, okay, done, done. Check, check, check. Done. Yeah, this is present. This is present. So return true. Return true. Done. Understood. Understood. Very nice problem. So using HashSet, I have not taught you about time complexity, but I love these data structures so much, these hash maps and hash sets, because like they do the work in order of one time complexity. They are very, very fast. The internal implementation of hash sets and hash maps are incredible. I will tell you about this later, but you can think like this. If you know, you can think like this. Like whatever work was getting done in so much time, it just got very fast. Just got very, very fast. So this is the advantage of using hash sets and hash maps. So understood this logic. So let's summarize it and write the code. Let's summarize it once and write the code. So first step, add a of 0 in hash set. Simple. Second step, start from uh, I is equal to 1. I is equal to 1, right? Uh, huh. Make a of I as first value. Make a of I as first value. Okay. तीसरा. Third, make x is equal to k minus a of I as second value. Okay. Fourth, if it is uh, mm, or let's make it like this. Now what we have something called uh, search search if x is present in hash set. Okay, if it is present, or let's, if it is present, return true. Or these are the two ways. If not, if not, uh, move ahead. Move ahead means increment I, and and very important, add a of I, add a of I into HashSet. HashSet. Okay, done, done. So these are the steps. So simple, 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 very simple. We have understood this already. So let's write the code. Let's write the code. Hmm, let's go and hmm, I've already created the structure. Where is it? Okay, okay, I have not done that. Let's do it then. Let's do it. So let's make it as make the function as target some pair. Where is my cursor? Yeah. Hmm. Okay, let's write the code. We have public static. It will return Boolean value, right? Like it is present or not. So it will be Boolean target pair. Okay, and it will have this. And what it will get? It will get one array and a value k int k. Hmm, and a value int k. Okay, so it is receiving two values. Okay, and let's call the target pair function in main. Let's call the target pair function in main. Done that. Done that. And we have to pass a value, right? Let's pass a, and let's pass k as 7. Control X. Let's paste it below it. Done. So we are done with the setup. Let's write the code. So what we have to do initially? What we have to do initially? Why this is okay, well, that is okay. So what we have to do initially? We have to create a hash set, right? We have to create a hash set. So for hash set, let's use or let's create it. Let's create it. Uh, hash set. Mm, it will have integer values, right? So integer set is equal to so we have created a new hash set. Done, done. So now what we have to do? Now what we have to do? Let's see. Let's see. We have to add the first element into the hash set. We have to add the first element into the hash set. So let's do that. Created the hash set, named it as set. So let's add the first element. So set dot you add, we use add, right? And in this array, add the first element. So first element is added into the hash set. Done, done. Now we have to iterate in that array. We have to iterate in that array from the position 1. From starting position will be 1 for int I is equal to 1, I less than. Okay, length we can use a dot alien gth I plus plus. So we are iterating in the array from first position. Okay, from the first position. We have understood everything, but now we are just writing the code. Okay, so we are doing that. Now let's go back to the OneNote. What we are doing there? Where is my cursor? Here it is. So start from I is equal to 1. Make a of I as first value. okay, and make x as second value. Okay, so what we have to do is, so we will take one f value. We will take one variable as f value, that is called first value, and that will be a of I. Done. So this is the first value. We will take one as a second value. So that second value will be k minus a of I. So k minus a of I. Done. Okay, k is in caps. So let's take it in caps. Got it. So we have got the first value and second value already. And what do we have to check? What we have to check? We have to check that the second value is present in the hash set or not. So how we will do that? How we will do that? We will put a if condition. How to check the value is present in the hash set or not? So set dot contains, set dot contains, which value we have to check? Which value we have to check? We have to check the second value. Let's go to the what we have written. So search if x is present in hash set or not. See this one. This one, guys. Pay attention here. Let's make it black. What we are checking? Make x is equal to k minus a of y. That is done. As second value. Second value, put this. Done. And check that is that second value present in the hash set or not. So how we will check? For the second value, uh, set dot contain second value. If that is true, if that is true, or that returns true by itself, so we don't have to write it. So if we check that, so if that value is in the, if that value is in the hash set, so we have to return true. That means we have got a pair. That means we have got a pair. So return true. Done. Done. Else what we have to do? Else what we have to do? Let's go back and see. Let's go back and see. If it is present in, if it is present, return true. If not, move ahead and add a of I into hash set. Add that particular value. Like incrementing will be done by this for loop. But to add that particular value in the hash set, we have to do something like set dot add a of I. Right? 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 Okay. And suppose guys, suppose if we don't get, if we don't get this, if we don't get this, in some case it happened that if we don't get this, like we don't get that value. So in last what we will do? In last we will return false. Right? Right? Understood, Akash? That is very simple. That is very simple. You have made it very simple. So if that is simple, let's try with some values. A is this array. Let's remove this or let's comment it out. A is this array. And well, let's make the array as, let's take the, or let's take it as, that's okay. Let's take k as 7. So for k7, it will return true, right? Because 6 plus 1 is there. So let's run it. Let's run it. Let's run it. But where it returned? Okay. Target pair is the function name. That is okay. Okay. But why is it not working? Is it? Okay. Ah, okay. We have what we have done, guys. We have just a second. Let's do, we are just returning it and we are not storing it somewhere. System.out.println. Let's do it now. Let's run it. Yeah, it is returning true. It is returning true. So let's check with some value. 70. Let's see what happens. Returning false. Okay, that is working. So now, what we have done, guys, we have learned HashMap and HashSet, and we have solved some problems whose time complexity was much higher, and we have solved it in very less time complexity. But I cannot tell you what is time complexity of this one and what is the time complexity of the brute force approach, because I have not told you, I have not taught you about time complexity. So just wait. When we will finish hashing, we will introduce time complexity after that. So that's okay. So have you guys understood this? Let's do a dry run. Or is it okay? Let's see. Let's see. Let's do a dry run, okay? Because people will get confused. Control C. Let's go to the ID. Seems okay. I think this should be visible. Let me increment the size a bit. Yeah. So, let's take some, let's take our array. Let's take our array. Let's take our array. Copy it. Let's go down. Let's paste it here. Paste it here. Let's take it on the top. Uh, huh. Okay. Seems correct. So. We gave this array. We gave k is equal to 18. Okay. So initially in the just a second, we will check for one value. Okay. Let's take not 18. Let's take 6. We will check only for one value. If you guys have understood the class, you can drop from here, because we will just do it again, because this is our hash set. Okay. Set that value in the hash set. Set.add. So the name of the hash set is set. Okay. And we are putting that value, the starting value 8 here. Done. Starting I is equal to 1. It is starting from I is equal to 1. So put that value uh, in first value. So we have something called first value and something called second value. In first value, put this one, this 9. And then the second value will be 6 minus 9. So it will be minus 3. And check that is minus 3 present in this. Since it is not present, it will go into the else and add a of I. So a of I means this will be added. Okay. So this is done. This is done. Again, we will do I plus plus. So I will become 2. I will become 2. So if I become 2, so now first value will become minus 1. So if first value has changed, so second value will become 6 minus minus 1. It will be 7. Again, for 7, it will check 7 is present in or not. No, it is not present. So again add it. So add minus 1 in here. Done. So again do I plus plus. It will be 3. It will be 3. So for 3, it will, the first value will be 2 and the second value will be 4. It will check. that the second value is present in the hash set or not? No, it is not present. So put this value, put the a of I in hash set. Again do I plus plus. This will be 4. This will be 4. So for 4, this will be 4. And the second value should be 2. Is second value present in? Yes, the second value is present in the hash set. And if that is the case, return true. God, oh God. If you have understood this, so now we will do more problems on HashMap and HashSet in the next session. So we are done with the theory part. We will solve more and more problems on that. So if you guys have enjoyed it, please put liked in the comment. Please put liked in the comment. This boosts me a lot because coming up with such videos takes so much effort. I think you understand that. So if you have liked the video, please put liked it in the chat. That gives us so much confidence. Okay. And yeah. Okay. And okay, for the lead code questions, I will upload it by midnight most probably. Okay. Don't worry for that. Don't worry for that. And yeah, please do like, subscribe, and share. Please share it with your friends so that so many people can take advantage of this fantastic DSA playlist. Okay. Please do like if you've liked the video. Please do subscribe as well. And please do share. Please do share. Okay. So we are done with the session. And guys, homework, try to implement all the problems which I have discussed in the class by yourself. One I have done and one I have left for you. So try to solve both of them and put it in the comment. Put it in the comment so that I will see that, okay, how many guys have you solved those? And yeah, we will update more questions on HashMap and HashSet in the Excel sheet. So please try to solve those. Okay. Okay. So guys, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. We are done with today's session. Okay. Bye bye. Good night. We'll see you again. Bye.